Hi, I'm Michael Hanrahan, and in this video we're going to look at how to assess the print quality of a book. Now, this information will be useful for you at 2 points in your publishing journey. The first is when you're considering a printer that you're going to work with. So what you want to do is ask the printer to send you some books that they've printed. So not business cards, not brochures. You want them to send you some books that they've printed. So the reason for that is plenty of printers around your local print shop will tell you that they can print books, but if they don't do it regularly, they might not be very good at it. When they send you some books, these are some things you're going to want to look at. The second time this will be useful is when your book arrives from the printer and you want to look at it and make sure that the print quality is okay. So this is what to look at when you're trying to assess the print quality of a book. So we're going to use Putting Stories to Work by Sean Callahan. This is one of our books. I love this cover, looks fantastic. First thing you're going to want to do when the book arrives is just have a general look over it. So the things you're looking at are making sure the colors are nice and even on the cover. You want to make sure the spine is even, so make sure the writing is centered on the spine. And if there's a separate color on the back, make sure that's lining up with the spine. And you're going to want to have a look at the lamination. So have a look, especially at the corners, make sure the lamination's not peeling off. So have a careful look at that. Next thing you're going to want to do is have a look at the binding. So have a look at the top and the bottom of the book. Just make sure everything looks straight and it all looks even. Make sure the pages look well glued in there. So there's glue in between the pages and the cover there. So make sure it all looks clean and everything's well stuck in. Another thing you want to do is make sure the edges are all even. So just have a quick look around the edges, make sure that the cover's evenly bound onto the pages, making sure that's all straight. So they're the first few things that you look at. The next thing I do is open it up and just have a bit of a quick flick through. So that's the first thing you want to do. Now what you're doing is, and I also do this, make sure that the pages don't fall out. It does happen occasionally. So what you're doing when you're doing that is just having a look through, and the first thing you're looking for is actually making sure none of the pages are upside down. Now that sounds ridiculous, but it does happen. So just have a quick look through and make sure everything looks like it's in the right place, in the right order. Then what you want to do is have a look through it more carefully. So you actually want to look at every single page in the book. So I'm not going to sit here and flick through every page, but what you do, so look through it very, very carefully. Look at every page. You want to make sure the printing's nice and even. You want to make sure the margins are straight. So make sure the margins are straight and even at the top and the bottom. This book's got some diagrams in it, so have a look at those, make sure they're nice and sharp. Another thing you want to do is flick through it and you'll see here you can tell that the page headers are lining up. So that means the pages are all even. You want to make sure the page headers aren't going up and down like that, which means it hasn't been bound correctly. Another thing you want to do is have a particular look at the grays. If there are any solid grays or any solid blacks in there, make sure you have a close look at those and make sure they're evenly printed. So just having a really good look through. Now the reason you look through every single page is if a book's 280 pages long, you don't want to look through the first 270 pages and then there's a printing mistake on page 273. So make sure you flick through the whole book. So there you go. There's a few things to help you assess the print quality of a book. I hope you found that useful, and thanks for watching.